Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, please do remember to subscribe and also hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified whenever I drop new videos like this. Also, if you find this one helpful, please share to your friends and leave a like on that space there. So quickly, we're going to move into the design. Today we'll be designing a monogram logo, JA. We're going to be designing JA, and we're going to be doing everything here from the scratch. So I need you to stick around till the end of this video so you can get the whole thing will be spilling right here. So the first thing is to import our shape. We'll be needing a shape like this for this design. Okay, I copy it, bring this one over here, the copy, go over to edit shape, then I'm going to reduce the opacity and add some stroke to it. So let's leave it at 34. Let me increase it a bit to 40. Let's leave it at 40. Are we there? Great. So the next thing I'm going to do is to click OK, and we have our shape here. Remember, we're going to be creating a monogram, JA. So I click on here to import another shape. This time I'm going to have something like this. I go over to color and give it a black color. Okay, I leave it here. Then I'm going to copy this and leave it here too. So I'm gonna drag. We have something like this. So the next thing, is to copy again. I'm gonna rotate, and we have something like this. All right, so I'm gonna go over to this one and copy again. I drag. I'm gonna change the shape this time around. I'm gonna change it so we have something like this, then I come down to color and give it a white color. All right, it's gonna have a white color. So I'm gonna click on this one, copy it, drag it, reduce the width to something like this, and I bring it over here. Okay, I use position to manually adjust to make it well aligned. Then I'm gonna go over and click on it, then give it white color. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is to click on this same white line here and copy it. Then I'm gonna bring it over here. And leave it. All right, then I'm gonna click on this one. Okay, copy it and bring it down here. Adjust the width to something like this. Okay, we have something like this. I'm gonna use position to adjust it, and it's this way. So remember, we're trying to form letter JA. So we have something that is close to what we want. So without wasting much of our time, I'm gonna click on this ring here, copy it, increase it a little bit, make sure it's quite bigger than the former. Then I'm gonna give it a white color. Then I'm gonna drag. I will drag it to make it fit here. Right, it's okay, it's here already. We are forming. You can see our shape is formed already. So I'm gonna go over to this shape, click on this, bring this over here. I click and leave it over there. Then I'm gonna copy that same shape. I rotate it this way. I drag it to this extent. I leave it here. I click, repeat the same thing here. Then I think I'm quite done. So having got to this stage, the next thing is to merge all the shapes involved in this design together. We want to merge all of the shapes together. Okay, just stick with me. These are the shapes involved here. So I'm going to click here to merge. I confirm merging. Great. I go over to erase color and enable it. Increase the tolerance to 70. I click OK. Go up, copy it, come over here, click on the two, and merge the two together. All right, we have our monogram JA, but we're not quite done. So I'm going to just drag this and keep it at one side of the canvas. Then I'm going to go over here and import another shape, same cycle. So I'm going to import this, then I'm going to copy it, come over to edit this one. I'll reduce the opacity to 0, add some stroke to it. Are we there? Add some stroke. Okay, beautiful. Then I'm going to reduce it, center this one using relative position. Then I come over to this and center it too using relative position. I'm going to reduce the size again, center it. All right, this is good. So I'm going to merge these two cycles, the cycle and the ring, together. I click OK. Beautiful. So the next thing is to import another shape, something like this. We're going to have something like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here, import another shape, give it a black color, drag. I'm gonna reduce the width to something like this. I click OK. So to be at the edge, then I'm going to copy it and bring this one at the edge too. Then I'm going to copy and bring this here, copy and bring this here, copy and bring this one here, copy and bring this here, bring this here. Alright, we have something like this. So I'm going to click on this one and send it to front. Bring this to front. Okay, then I go over and import another shape, then rotate. Let me click OK first, then I'm gonna rotate, and I'm gonna have something like this. So I drag this and I'm gonna leave it somewhere here. Let me look at the angle. The rotation is on 11, so when I copy this, I'm going to give it minus or negative 11 so that I'll be sure the rotation is equal. Alright, so I'm going to make it negative 11. Beautiful. So I'm going to have it something like this. Let me drag this one and drop it here so it doesn't get affected. So since we have this now, the next thing is to go over here and I'm gonna merge all these new shapes together, excluding the monogram we already have. So I think that's all. I'm gonna confirm merging. Right, confirmed. So I'm just gonna go down to go erase color and click on erase color. Beautiful. I'm gonna drag the tolerance to 70, click OK. Then I'm gonna go over to copy this, come over here. Before that, let me center the original using relative position. I click on the copy and center it using these two. I click OK. Then I'm coming here to merge these two together. I click OK. Great, we have our shape here. So the next thing is to give it a texture. So I'm going to go over here. First, I'm going to go down to texture to enable it and drag a bit to, I think I like it this way. All right, so I'm going to go and drag my monogram over here. I'm going to send it to front. Let me drag a bit. So I'm going to go to texture and give it its own color too. Beautiful. So I'm going to go to texture, enable it and drag this way. I prefer it to look this way, so I'm going to click OK. Let me center this using relative position and center these two using relative position. Great. So let me just merge these two together. Great, we have this. The next thing is to add our background so we can appreciate what we have done the more. All right, before we do that, let me go back. It doesn't look like my monogram is well aligned in the cycle, so I'm going to drag it manually. It's okay this way, so I will merge, confirm merging. So time to add our background. So I'm going to go back to this plus and click on gallery. Beautiful. Here is our background, so I'm just going to drag to fill the canvas, all right, and send it to back. Wow, we have our logo here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add some effects. Usually our 3D effects, reduce the depth to around 4 or 5, then increase the color to 100%, add some rotation, some X rotation. Then I'm going to go down and add some Z rotation, reduce the size a bit. Then I go to shadow, click on shadow. All right, so the next thing is to add the text. I'm going to add the text. All right, edit, so I'm going to add JA logo done. All right, so I just rotate this way. I'm gonna leave it here. I can decide to increase this size, and we have our design here, and we are done. We are done. The next thing is to just go over and click to save as image in ultra quality. It renders for a while and saves to our gallery. Thank you.